Welcome back, everybody. Today, I'm going to talk about some Weiss Schwarz Rose, JP ban list, and lastly, this thing, if it stops scrolling away from me, that's going to be your Bushiroad English Conference winner 2025, which happens on Thursday night. I will be streaming that live. There's going to be a pre-show. There is going to be the actual conference itself, and of course, like an hour after all that happens, we're going to talk about what just happened and just hopefully not be totally upset by what was announced. But during that, I will be also going over the giveaway that's going to be your favorite card that I asked you to submit last month. I wanted to do it during a live, and here's the first live that we've had since I've said that. So that's where we're going to do that. I'm going to show you all the cards. You're going to enjoy them with me, and then we'll do the giveaway at that point. Don't forget, Quintessential Quintuplets Premium Booster Box comes out on Friday. 100 type of normal cards, 45 normal, 55 parallels. I did a video on it if you want to see all the different cards. They're going to be amazing. Some of them are definitely going to be more expensive than the others. You just have to factor one other thing, and that's going to be a ban/restriction list, because as you can see down below is Quintessential Quintuplets. Also off to the right is slime. So we'll see if that comes over to the English side. I know some people are doing this, some people are yelling this, and I will say, you know what? I have no opinion. And there's going to be many other people out there in the world that will have an opinion. So make sure to check all those people out later today, because we know that's what's going to happen. Okay. So flipping over here, there's going to be some more. We got some bunny girl. And oh, by the way, some have lessened their restrictions. There you go. You can see all these beautiful cards here. Wow. Congratulations to everybody. That's going to be very awesome. But for others, right? What does that do to the English market? Will it come? I know JP meta and I know English meta are totally different, and we'll see how it plays out. I know Bushiroad is always looking, yes, to put some down if need be. Now moving over here, yes, going back. Going back, here we go. Weiss Schwarz Rose. This is what I wanted the main crust of the topic today, because people are excited, right? We got these beautiful IPs. You can see that I've already done videos on this, and we ended up with some reveals. So I hit the wrong button there. We ended up with some reveals. Let me close all these. I don't need you. Yes. So inside of YuzuSoft, now bring it back up here. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got for rarities? All right, let's see. We have your AGR, SEC, SSP, SPs, over frame rares, super rares, because you all wanted the Risei Overture competitor. And now I will say this. These reveals happened, and people are looking at this and they're like, huh, that's very weird. And you'd be like, what's weird about it? I mean, these look like the IP that you were talking about. And I know we know Risei Overture is a little bit, I don't know, get your heart racing in a way. Now, when I show you all these different images, yes, you see these. What do you think about it? Does it make you think this is the competitor to Risei Overture, or does it make you think this is regular Weiss Schwarz, as it makes many people do? And then you start thinking about it, like maybe the card art will improve. But then if you look at this is the SEC. I know it's hard to see, it's blurry because this came from a video stream, but you can see right here is the SEC. Over here is another SEC. Over here is an SSP. And then over here is another, nope, that's a restriction list. You have another SSP, and you're like, huh, I would have thought that, some of this stuff would have been reserved for, the higher rarities. And then, I just showed you a bunch of SPs. You're like, what's the deal with this one? And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, everybody would have thought that this would have been a competitor to Risei Overture, which meant you would have had other cards. But then I show you Azur Lane. And Azur Lane was very interesting. I know people enjoyed Azur Lane. You could see the special version here, and you're like, huh, what's the deal with this? Azur Lane, Weiss Schwarz right here. This is pretty incredible to look at. And then you go flip back over here to an SEC and an SEC and an SSP, and you're like, what's the deal? So I know a lot of people are very disappointed, right? A lot of people did some of this, some people said that. It's going to be interesting. And I will say, there's in Risei Overture, there's been a lot of nice card art inside of the SR slot. So I would reserve judgment until we see all of it, but this is not a very good sign unless they just wanted to keep their signature cards classy, which, could be. Who really knows? But then I guess you're just going to be hunting for SRs. I know very many people are disappointed. I know some people canceled their pre orders. That's how it got. So we'll see what actually happens here. Maybe they just wanted to come out soft when it comes to the first couple releases. But then I look at this. Okay, you see the booster box? The booster box look this way. This is Amagami. I'm just going to show you the art on here. Here's the art on the booster box. Okay. Now, let me show you the art on the side of the trial deck. Right, this is the trial deck, and I know 100% that this does not mean this card is inside of here, all that. But I have this card right in the middle. I have this card down here below. Can I make it any bigger? Can you be any bigger for? You can see that here. That's the card. So I think to myself, I'm like, there are more arts coming. Maybe it's something that's just going to be inside of the trial deck. Maybe you should be focused on trial decks because didn't that happen with Fujimi Fantasia Bunko Volume Number 2? There was a lot of the more interesting cards, I will say, in the trial deck. I think the whole thing is just kind of nuts. Like to see the reveals the way they are, to see this trial deck the way it is. And I know we don't have reveals. They don't even have the freaking product information for the trial decks on their sites yet. Just interesting how this is all playing out. But I think this is one of those ones where you wait and see. Maybe it's one of those ones where at the beginning you don't buy it. Maybe you do if you love the IP. But I just say, just be cautious. Now that we know the reveals that we got for it, no one knows what the AGR looks like, and this is Weiss Schwarz all over. I swear, I've seen sets look like this all the time. Yeah, just what was that one? Let's just take a quick look. There are many products that look like this. And it's gonna bother me until I did. I already committed to this. What is the one that came out in November of last year? The one that I stopped watching because it was just an okay show. Oh, here we go. Ari Ferretta. I don't know why this reminds me of this show. Oh, there we go. There you go. Take a look at that. This reminds me of that show. You just got them. I guess you could say it's like Saikano too. There we are. Oh, look, they're both sticking out their hands. Great. That's perfect. Wow. Good job, game. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. Are you gonna still be purchasing some Weiss Schwarz Rose, or after the reviews, you just like, you know what? Let me cancel some of these booster boxes. Maybe pick up some trial decks. I can't tell you what's going to happen here. I think overall this is just crazy nuts. But hey, Weiss Schwarz Rose, we got to do what we got to do, right? So make your decisions now, as you have time to cancel your pre-orders. You still have time to pre-order from various places. But as always, I will see you tomorrow night. It's going to be fun. If you submitted some favorite cards, or if you didn't, enjoy them with me. It's going to be very amazing. I tried. I really honestly haven't looked at any of them. I might have wrote you back, and that's as much as I've seen of the cards themselves, because I just want to see it, experience it for the first time with all of you. Now I will see you tomorrow night. But as always, have fun, be happy, don't spend anything outside your budget. Have a good one.